all the time, guys. My mom was recently visiting and I intentionally ate off plan. I'm so glad I got to spend time with her, but I have to be honest with you. I am not feeling 100%. I need to detox. And so today I'm going to take you with me as I just detox my body, get lots of fluid in, and what I do to get back on track once I do those intentional eating off plan times. So let's get right into it. Starchy Mom is back home safe and sound in California. She made it safe. Yesterday on the way home, Starchy husband and I stopped by Costco, and we've been looking at this restaurant in our local area that is, we've said when it's open, we're gonna stop and eat there. And so yesterday on our way home, it was open. We stopped and got food. And I have to tell you, you guys, I was down and out with a migraine. I was mindful to keep what I ordered vegan, but I wasn't snitchy about any oil or who knows what else was in there. And I just feel like I got run over by a truck. My ankles were swollen, my hands were swollen. I was in bed probably by, I don't know, like 5 o'clock at night, had to take my migraine medication. So I'm just reminded of how eating and living this way is so health sustaining for our body, and that other food just is not. It just reminds me it's not worth it, right? It is not worth it. And so today is a mini detox day, and it's funny, I was thinking about what to eat, and it's like, for a mini detox, I'm just gonna eat what I normally eat. All that we eat, you guys, on this whole food, plant-based, low-fat lifestyle is anti-inflammatory. So that is what I'm eating today. I'm getting right back to my food. And this is how we do it. It's just a blip in the radar and then we get right back on. So I'm starting this day off with my sunshine oats. I've been picking at the apples while I was getting it ready. I'm gonna eat this and I'll keep you posted throughout the day. But whoo, I can feel the inflammation already starting to go down. Oh, and lots of water. I'm drinking lots of water today. Flush all that gunk out of my system. I am in the mood for some veggie stir fry for lunch. I have this blend from Costco, all frozen, but I have some stuff to doctor it up. So I have mushrooms here, bok choy. I love adding this to the stir fry, you guys. It is so good. And an onion. So I'm going to get the frozen veggies started, and then I'll chop these up and add them in. I find that's just easier, a way to do that. I've measured this out for my recipe, you guys. I do 4 to 5 cups. So I'll do this and then I'll add a little bit more because I pick out the carrots out of this mixture. They just have so many carrots in here. It is beyond ridiculous. If you're a carrot lover, you'll probably love it, but me, I prefer my carrots raw. I had some of these frozen green beans in the freezer, so I'm just gonna add these. I don't have many left. Oh, and see, here's all the carrots that I took out. It's like, that is just way too many carrots. I'm gonna add the mushrooms in now. These have just been cooking a few minutes. Usually I cook them 10 minutes with the lid covered, so I wanna get the mushrooms in there too. I added a little bit more veggies than I normally do, so it might take a little bit longer to cook. If you've never worked with bok choy, I just wanted to show you guys. So it comes like this, almost like celery, right? And then I just cut off the bottom. I wash the leaves, even the stem parts, you can eat that, and I chop those. And then I just rough chop it. It doesn't have to be a big deal. They wilt easily. You only put them in the last few minutes. Even the crispy part, they cook in a couple minutes. It's been 10 minutes, so I'm gonna open this up and it's looking really good. I'm gonna cook it for 5 more minutes. So right now is when I'll add the bok choy. And then sometimes I add seasonings to the actual sauce. Today I just did soy sauce and coconut aminos. So I'm gonna add garlic, granules. This is onion powder and a little bit of the umami, which I love. And then I add the soy sauce and coconut aminos at the end just to coat the veggies. While this is cooking, you guys, I just have a few minutes till it's finished. I just wanted to chat a little bit about having those intentional times when we might eat off plan. I have to tell you, with each glass of water today, I am just feeling better and better. The thing I've learned is it's just so important to be intentional with those times. For me, my mom was visiting, we went out with the kids, and it was like just a celebration. Normally we go out to brunch or breakfast, and I find being intentional rather than impulsive really helps when I decide to take those times when I do eat off plan. And the number one thing is it's just a blip in the radar. Like, I don't allow it to be from one day to the next. What I did learn this time though was that although my taste buds and palate haven't switched back to the year and a half ago me, I do find the cravings in my mind really start to rise up. So it's like, oh, well, since I had that, maybe I could have this other thing I used to have. Or, oh, while I'm doing this, I might as well go out and have something else. And so I really had to be aware of my mind when it did that and really stay on point with my eating around the house and making sure that my mom and I had the foods prepared and ready to go that were in alignment with our way of eating, right? The starchy meals, low fat, all that good stuff. So that when I did eat off plan, it was always out of the house, at a restaurant, and it was just that one meal, one and done. And I didn't beat myself up about it. And the thing I did learn was my body is not as forgiving as it once was, and realizing that that old sad way of eating is not normal anymore. This is the new normal. All right. The veggies should be done. Let's check them out. They look really good, you guys. And they look pretty soft. So yep, they're done. So let me take them off. And what I've been doing lately is, just because they come from frozen, there's not a whole lot of liquid, but there's the liquid on the bottom. So I've been liking to drain it. So I'm going to drain this over the sink. That way, when I add the soy sauce and the coconut aminos, that's the flavor that stays on there rather than getting so diluted with the water. I have been loving these freezer cubes. I'll link them in the description box down below. I freeze everything in here. And lately, I've been loving my rice frozen in here. It makes it a game changer for having rice, you guys. So I put the rice in these cubes, pop them out, and put them in a plastic baggie. They're all ready to go. And when I just need one serving of rice, this is 1 cup of rice, I put it in a bowl, put it in the microwave for 1.5 minutes, and I have nice fluffy rice ready to go. So I'm going to do that and get my bowl together for lunch. For the veggies, I'll probably eat about half of this, or maybe even a little more. Yeah, I did about half of this. So all those veggies will be 2 meals for me. So this will be left over. I'll put that in the fridge for tomorrow. And then I have this big bowl of veggies. I'll put the rice right on top. Rice is out, you guys, steaming. And I just fluff it around and add it right on top. Then I'll mix this all up. I shouldn't need any more soy sauce or coconut aminos. I put a tablespoon of each in the whole dish, so that should do me. And there you have it. Let me mix it up a little. Get some of those veggies on top. A big bowl of veggies and rice. And this to me is so nourishing and so healing. When I just have rice and veggies, it is such a filling meal. So there we have it. My big bowl of goodness for lunch. My healing, anti-inflammatory big bowl of veggies and rice. And my water. I'm so grateful I have food pre-made, you guys. I had a sweet potato in the fridge along with Mediterranean kale. It tastes just like pizza kale of Chef AJ's. That is so good. So I have a big bowl of that for dinner. a big glass of water, and I am just worn out. I can feel my body recovering, so I am gonna get to bed early tonight. I'm keeping it super simple for dessert tonight, you guys. A big bowl of healthy, yummy, nourishing watermelon to hydrate my body and just to make me feel good. It smells so good, you guys. And this day of eating just goes to show that a few off-plan meals, like, we don't have to let it bring us into a spiral, right? We just refocus, get back on track, and eat the foods that nourish our body and really support us in eating anti-inflammatory, right? To calm the nervous system, calm the inflammation so that our body can release what's not serving it, and we can move into that space of healing. That's why I'm gonna get a good night's sleep tonight, because I know when I get a good night's sleep, it gives my body enough time to heal itself the way that it needs to. And part of that is getting back to these healing, nourishing foods that I know support me along my journey. A blip in the radar, right? We don't have to let it spiral. We can just know it, have it for what it is, and move on. I love that. Thank you so much for spending the day with me, you guys. For me, this day has been all about listening to my body, letting go of the guilt, and coming back home to what feels so good and grounding. My foundation, you right? This is how we eat. This is our foundation. So coming back to that foundation feels so good. Just remember, whenever we have a blip on the radar, or that one off-plan meal, or maybe even 2 off-plan meals, right? It's okay. We can come back to ourselves and remember that we're not starting over. We're just moving forward with awareness and love. That's what it is, you guys. This is a journey, right? A lifelong journey. And just remember, wherever you are on the journey, I love you, sisters. I believe in you, and we are doing it together. Thank you for showing up for me. I am still figuring it all out, right? As I move into maintenance and continue with this way of eating and living, and knowing that life comes up, right? Family visits and things happen. That's it for me today, you guys. I love you. I believe in you, and I know you can do it, sisters. We are in this together, one meal at a time, one day at a time, living our most healthy, vibrant, energetic life. Even with a little blip on the radar, we can get over it and continue on the journey. One blip doesn't mean a spiral down the rabbit hole. I'll see you next time. So much love.